Hi, Sammo, and I'm back in my pot garden. Right, today it's another quick update. I'm going to do a little job. It's not very exciting. I'm just going to transplant some pea seedlings. The area where I have been growing them, it really didn't give them enough light. This area here, as you can see, the corner, and what I'm doing is I'm growing it in them troughs. I grow them in them troughs I did last year. I did it in the exact same place, but this year I put some of these strawberries around the edge, and I think they just didn't get enough light, plus they were attacked with slugs and snails. So I've dug them all out, all the ones that were half eaten and weren't really producing, and I'm going to start again with some fresh seedlings. But that is where I've already got some sweet corn in, and as I say, there's some others, but they look a bit worse for wear, and there's a couple of sweet corns in there as well. I'm just trying these out. If they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. But give it a go. So there's some sweet corn there, and I'll be putting the peas sort of in between them. So, and I will show you the peas I'm going to do it with. And there you go. In a module. They're about a week to a fortnight old now, and I don't know if you can see it, but underneath the root is shown, so they need to be shifted. So that's a job I'm doing today. I'll quickly show you before I do that. These are sweet peas. I'm getting some lovely blooms and scents off these, but I've been planting some peas as well. Now these in shade on the morning and only get the sun in the afternoon, so they're not doing fantastic. They've been in a couple of weeks. I mean, considering they've been in a module for less and they've grown more. So, but if these take the take, if they don't, well, it's alright. They're putting nitrogen into the compost for the sweet peas, so that's them. My beetroot, the ones I've sown just recently, they're all coming through. That's the cauliflowers, some roses I've potted up. The strawberries, all the suckers I've done so far have taken and look quite healthy, doing alright. So that's the same with all of them, all producing new leaves, doing very well. So they've all took. Me beetroot, that was getting nibbled at by, I think, the birds, and as you can see, I don't know if it's easy, as you can see there, it's got some young unnibbled leaves. I don't know if you can see there, but there, that little one there, it's been untouched, and it's the same with all of them. There's some new leaves that haven't been nibbled at. So that's me beetroot. There's that one there's actually starting to swell up. So as well as them recovering, I've got me seedlings growing up as well for my next batch. Raspberry, still producing loads of raspberries, loads and loads and loads everywhere you look. It's been really good crop this year, so I'm really pleased. And I'll obviously, these new canes here, I know to leave these and take away all them old ones at the back there, and hopefully I'll get a even bigger crop. Maybe I'm going to end up being absolutely sick of raspberries. Right, strawberries. The strawberries that were in the corner there that I've removed, what I've done is I've moved two out here. I've kept two in place because they weren't really blocking the light, and the other two I've moved out here. Now I've covered that net with me other beetroot and lettuce, but you can see there that's producing some nice red fruit. And if you go down there, it's an absolute nice cluster. Yeah, lovely nice cluster. Okay, and obviously there's some on that one as well. So I've had a decent little crop. They've come. I've had some early ones about a month back now, and they were gorgeous. And then these are cropping now, so I've had a decent crop of strawberries this year. Okay, right. My onions, as you can see, are starting to look a bit thinned out now. These are the ones that, well, actually, that bed and that bed, that one there and that one, they had sets that overwintered, and there's, well, as you can see, all them beds are empty of onions now. There's just the last couple on there. I mean, doing absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm very pleased with that. That's a good size onion, that, and they're all like that really, all very good. These are sets Stuttgart Horizon. That's that one and that one. The set I sowed this year, and they're bulbing up quite nicely. And the onions, I have to come back here and here. They're on my Bedfordshire, and you can see they're bulbing up nicely now. Be probably just nice in August. Right, these are my Ailsa Craig. Bit of a jungle, but as you can see, they're starting to bulb up nicely as well. So a month or so, they'll be smashing. Right. That's my parsnips, carrying on quite nicely. My leeks, they're progressing nicely, I think. First time I've grown them, so I think they're doing well. This thing that's getting quite large now is a couple of Swedes in a pot, doing quite well, and there's another one Swede in that pot. Tomato wise, we have my Martina, and I could swear. Oh yeah, certainly on this one. There you go, you can see there's a tomato forming on there. I thought there were, oh, there. At the back. I don't know if you can, there you go. So there, my Matina, growing very nicely. This one is a Roma, so it's a bit of a bushier plant, but there's flowers on there. It's outside, so it's just like last year. They took wait till the end of, I think it was August, September, before I saw any signs of real growth on it. But it did crop in the end, so I was okay with it. This big thing next to it's a Tigerella. I'm busy pulling up these carrots. These have developed quite nicely. So that's the second set of sowings I did of these, and this is just getting quite bushy and heavy. I've thinned it out a bit, so hopefully and give them just a few pellets of chicken manure, because these have been in the pot for quite a while, so I didn't want them to starve. So that's these plants are starting to get too big to be filmed close up. And here another couple of tomatoes which are romping away, so they're doing alright there in a sheltered spot. And just some more. These are the two I'm leaving here. As you can see, that one, they're all producing strawberries quite nicely. Okay, so the empty beds I've got, I filled that one there. That's filled with swede and, oh excuse me, it's Invitation, that one. I've thinned them out a bit, need thinning a bit more, but I'll see which one's grown. Never know. This one here, which looks empty, I've put in Parasilverskin, and there is right there you go, as you can see there is some germination, and there you go, there's a little one peeping out there. So this one's starting to show a bit of life. This is swede. This is Best of All. We do like swede in this family, so I'm growing a few of it, and there's a couple in there. Best of All as well. As I say, leeks, parsnips. Move around. Chantenay 3 carrots coming on quite nicely now. These are the latest carrots I've sown. Just trying to see if I can see anything. No, nothing yet, but it's only been about a week, if that. Right, garlic, doing alright. I've seen videos of people with terrible rust on the garlic. Well, so far mine doesn't have that. It's all looking green and healthy. As I say, Ailsa Craig, doing well. These Well, I've got three there. I've got one there, and one there. The one at the back doing alright, and see a few telltales. I found a few caterpillars on these, and I've got rid of them, but they're getting a little bit nibbled out. The ones in the centre are getting nibbled, but there's some new ones in there. Yeah, some new ones in the centre there. This one is doing a little bit better, but I've had a few pests in here, like little aphids or something like that. Don't know if there. Like little silvery grey insects, I think. And I don't know if they're stunting the growth of this one. It's only on this one. This one, well, as you can see, it's grown really well, this one, and been a few nibbles taken out of it, but it's got a decent enough head. Is that I've just had a little look there. That's the same. Yeah, it's got them little blighters there. So if anyone can tell us what they are, I'd be really interested in whether or not I should be concerned that they're there. I mean, it doesn't seem to be really sort of doing them much harm. I mean, if you look at the bottom, you'd see it's producing Brussels sprouts. I mean, there's me. I mean, it's almost the size of that one. It's a good half a thumb, and there's others there, and I mean, look at them all there. I mean, it's doing really well. So whatever it is, doesn't seem to be harming it much. Oh, there's a little batch of them there. Try and get them. Yeah. Don't think it's harming. I mean, it is discolouring the leaf a little bit, but just discolouring, as I say. It is still producing the Brussels sprouts. So if anyone knows what that is, I've looked out for caterpillars and I've got them, but I haven't a clue what they are. The silvery, tiny little aphid type things. So if you can help out, that'd be grateful. Some nice lettuce there, coming on really nice. Carrots, right. Some spring onions, doing alright. Some Loloroso that are recovering from a battering from some birds. This here is, oh sorry, gotta focus right. This here is my Swiss chard. As you can see, this is recovering from a battering, as you can see. Some bad leaves, but starting to, like that one there, that's got a nice brand new leaf, and another one coming there. So it's really bonny, this stuff. I mean, I've got the yellow one, I've got a whitish one, I've got some red and yellows and pink, so looks nice. Don't know what it tastes like, but it looks nice. This is my rhubarb. Well, come back a bit. As you can see, considering it's a pot, it's doing really well. And like I've shown you, there you go. No, press the wrong button. You zoom in a bit. There you go. There's a new leaf coming there, and I think that there might be a new stalk or something. So instead of just producing one new leaf at a time, it looks like it's starting to produce two maybe. So that thing there might be it's a bit too young yet to know. As I see, stand back out. That's my Bedfordshire onions. As I say, they're bulbing nicely. Okay, greenhouses. Oh, well, first things first. Chilies. Right, my kingdom for a chili. Right, there you go. This now is covered in chilies. Everywhere you look on it. I mean, there's a massive one there. There's another one there. If you just tease apart, there's some at the back, some there, some there. There's another one there. Some more at the back. As I say, this is a small plant, but it's really producing some chilies. This is me Heatwave chili plant. It's about a 9-inch pot. It is producing a fair number of flowers now. This is Heatwave, so it's a hot chili, so I'm expecting this to take a bit longer to come into fruition in terms of chilies, but it's got potential to produce quite a lot. Now, this today is giving us a little bit of concern. Not quite sure what's going on here. The soil is moist to damp. I think it might be too damp, but there's two here. If I can just separate the two, there you go. That one there, doing all right. Green leaves growing, doing all right, I think. But my mini munch, that was okay, is suffering from some serious drooping here. It's got flowers on, but as you can see, all the leaves are drooping. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I don't know if this is too wet and it's affecting the roots on this. I'm not quite sure. There's nothing, I cannot dry the soil out. I've stopped it watering to dry out a bit, see if that helps. But yeah, sort of a drooping cucumber plant. So if anyone can help me out, tell us what's going on here, I would appreciate it. As I say, the one next to it, as you can see, the leaves are standing proud, green and healthy, so not quite sure what's going on. Okay, stand back a bit if I can. This thing here is my inkberry plant. It's getting massive now. If you look, where was it? There you go. There's a flower. It's closing up now, but there's a little flower there. So that's my first inkberry flower. And I'm assuming that's where it's going to grow. There are other flowers on it. There, the one over there. There's a few near the top. There's another one there. There's probably a few down here. It's good. It's sort of doing a few these side shoots here have originated from the bottom. There. There's some from the bottom, which I don't think I was supposed to do anything with. I just let the thing grow, and it's produced about 3 side stems, which at the moment are just producing leaves. But yeah, I'm getting flowers, things are happening, so I might get some inkberries tonight. Inkberries this year. Dying to try them out, they look nice. Okay, and on it, as you can see, they start down there, and then they've starting to wind the way through. You can see the stem growing up there. There's a leaf. There's a leaf there. Stem going up. See there. It's going up. Up. And that's the top so far. I don't know what's happening to. I don't know what's happened to the growing tip here. I don't know if it's been knocked or, but it's brown. It looks as though it's died off. So hopefully it'll produce another stem or whatever from this growing node here. But yeah, I don't know what happened there, whether it got too much sun or got knocked, but there you go. Okay, back to me tomatoes. Okay, there you go. These are my money makers. Doing really well there. Coming up, just give you an idea of size. They are a good solid tomato size now, and it's practically a full truss now. Further up the plant there's some more, and all the way to the top. The one in the corner is a red pear, I think. And if I can find some, yeah, there's a truss. That's a truss there, and I think I did see. Don't want to disturb them. I'm sure I did see some. Oh yeah, there. So you got the stem, and there you go. There you go. A couple starting to form on that truss. And then this is orange berry, and there you go. There's a truss down there with some. It's about, I don't know, so far it's about fingernail size, but they're starting to form. This is my look underneath Sammo. Getting big and bushy this now, but there you go. Now that's me berry. These things are getting so compact now. I'm starting to lose out what is one plant and what's another. You do your best to keep these in check, but just sometimes they just go, well, these this year have just gone mad. So let's see, try and find a truss in amongst this lot. Oh, there you go. So it's this truss here, and there you go. There he is there, hiding in there. So that's a plum tomato, and that's as you say, it's a bit bigger than me fingernail. So coming along. There's a flower. That'll be one hiding in there. So yeah, that's producing tomatoes. So doing well there. Right. Now this greenhouse is becoming a bit of a nightmare now. I've got to, oh, I'll mention this. Well, oops, while I can. This is sorry, that's an inkberry, which is it's this one. This here is a tomatillo. It's probably not getting enough light, but I need to stake it before I put it outside. Okay, so this is my second greenhouse. This is starting to get a bit out of control, this one. I've done my best to keep it in check, but it's just going absolutely rampant. As you can see, some really nice tomatoes start to appear on there now. That's its first truss. That's its second truss. And there's its third truss. There. All doing really well. It's even got trusses higher up, which are all flowering. I like to pinch the tops out now, because I think they've got enough trusses on them. There is others. Just everywhere you look now, there's tomatoes on these plants. They're doing really well. Really pleased with them. I am like here. Hard to see, but if I zoom in, if I zoom it, that's it there. It's still producing suckers. So it's a constant battle trying to keep these in check, untangle leaves, but as you can see, this one in the corner, and I can't see the name, but there you go. There you go, there's loads of tomatoes on that one over there. Right, I find it very difficult to bend down. Right, this is Harbinger. I'm going to zoom back out, but as you can see there, absolutely loads of tomatoes coming, doing really well. That looks like, so that thing there, that's waving, hello, hello. If you go right down, right, yeah, that's it there. Oh, that's it there. Go down. Keep going down. That's it there. So, main stem. main stem, that's the leaf, this is a sucker, so remove it, done. You just have to continually keep on top of them. Right, hiding in here is, believe it or not, is another couple of cucumber plants, and as you can see, I'm sorry about this, but it is absolutely murder. But there's, come on, as you can see, there's quite a few cucumbers coming on this. There's a couple there, and this is another one which is split round here into two stems, so that's one, and this is going to be another one with a new head and with new leaves and everything, so that's on the way. What can I say? I'll come out. So that's me second harbinger. As you can see, tomatoes appearing on there. That one is a Craigella, and there we go. There's some tomatoes on it. Ildy, well, just like the other one, absolutely masses of flowers. I mean, I'm not sure the other one. I mean, look, I have to zoom out. Right, there's masses of flowers there, masses of flowers there as well. Sorry. A bit further up, masses of flowers yet again. Everywhere you look on this plant, there you go, masses of flowers on there. Look behind it. There you go, masses of flowers on that one. Everywhere you look. And then this other Ildy one, me prize one, well, I just, well, I'm speechless. There's just millions. I am going to count how many tomatoes I get off this, just out of idle curiosity, and if people want to guess, I mean, if I can. So that's the top. So, and I'll just leave it as on this truss. But there's the top. There you go. It starts down there. Go all the way down. I don't know if I'm filming at the right angle here, but there you go, all the way down. Back up to the top again. As you can see, just go on and on and on. On and on. And finally, there you go. Yeah, just go on and on and on. So there's a little competition for someone, for all you people out there who've been very gracious to subscribe and left comments. You can let us know how many you think are there on that truss. I'll count them, and at the end of the year I'll let you know. And well, if anyone is growing Ildy out there and want to have a little competition out and grow the most, I mean, that is one truss just to warn you, I do have another truss there. There's another truss there full of flowers. There's another truss there of flowers, and there's another truss there of flowers. It's frightening, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, there's some at the top there, and finally too close, there's another truss or two there. I have tried to control this thing, but it's just gone absolutely mental. And it is producing fruit. That is the first LD tomato that's maturing. I don't know how big they're going to get. I mean, that's the size of a grape at the moment, but it is producing a number of them now, so I'll see how that goes. Right, and my beef steak tomato, my Constelluto, this one is doing really well as well. As you can see, look everywhere, there's just tomato upon tomato. As you can see, there's about 3 there. Look through. If you look everywhere, there's a few down there. And apologise for that. And there you go, another couple going there. As you can see, quite a few growing there, and that's the only ones that, the other ones I can see. There is others which yeah, there's one. I'm in macro mode here. Sorry about this. It's not the best of cameras. There you go. And zoom in. So even deep in the bowels of these plants, there it's there. So doing really well with them. And as you can see, there's flowers. Loads of more flowers to come. Okay, so like I said earlier, I've cleared 2 of the tomatoes. I've left 2 there which weren't getting in the way, which has meant these 1, 2, 3, 4 pots now have now a bit more sunlight. As you can see, the sweet corn that I grew in them with the peas, so get that out of the way, is still there. So, you know, they're digging in there, battling it away. But like I said, Kelvedon Wonder peas I've sowed in there along the edge next to the netting, so that can help them grow. So that's my peas. I've got you've always got to remember successional sowing. So beetroots I've got in are growing away, so these are some more Chioggia and in modules, and they've all germinated. Well, I see it all. There's some that haven't, they're just little leaves that fell off. Yeah, some have germinated, like I say. Some seeds are like a cluster, and there must have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seeds in that cluster that I planted, and must have been a few in that one. And yes, sometimes there's only one. A couple of Oloroso, that'll be to pot on once I've used the ones in that tub there. I've also got some little gem seedlings in the house to germinate, to replace any that I use over the next coming months. That's basically it. Things are progressing, doing very nicely. As you can see, I've put some canes up to control them tomato plants because they're starting to flop over. Like this stem here needs to be put back in, which I'll do now while I remember. There you go. Use it as a bit of support. There you go. Right. Okay. So I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Okay. So hope you enjoyed the video. One thing I didn't show you. That's my courgette plant, or plants. I put 2 in a pot. It's a big pot. So go around here. Avoid my snapdragons. Oh, so the thing is there, this huge sprawling thing, and there you go. So that is one plant, and move this plant out of the way. That's the second, and as you can see, anyone who grows courgettes, that's a male flower. It's got the flower and a straightforward stem. That is a male flower. Flower with an ordinary stem. That, oh, that's female, but that's female. It's got the flower. It's got the stem, which is way back there, but like cucumbers, it's got an ovary, which turns into the fruit, which is there for that one, and that's getting bigger. And there's a one slightly younger than that one, so that's a female. That's a right, that one back there, flower, just an ordinary stem, so that's male. That one there, flower with a stem back down there, but it's got the ovary swelling, so that's a female. So that's how you do it. That's how you gender courgette plants. And look down there, a whole load of new male female plants coming, so I might get a canny crop of this. And finally, I think it's too dark. I think I'm going to have to, I've got 2 others in the house, but I put these in thinking they'd get enough light. It's got a leaf there, it's got a new leaf there, but it really hasn't done a great deal. And beside it there's another one there, that's me organ, however you pronounce it, melon. So it's not doing very well there, so I don't think they're getting enough light. It is the end of the day, so it is darkish now, but even in strong daylight I don't think they're going to get enough light, so might have to rethink about how I'm growing them. Okay, right. Oh, zoom out. Okay, as I say, a few things to think about, but I'll sort them out. A little bit out of breath doing all that. Things are coming along. I've pulled up a lot of onions. They are drying out. Well, some are hanging. I'll actually pop in the house and show you. Some drying, ready to. I've had about a week, but they need another week or fortnight. The sort of thick stems on them, so they need a lot of drying out. I've got some hanging, and then obviously I've got the one still in the pot. But there's a few couple of months yet before they'll be coming out. And once they come out, I'll be putting new stuff in. I'll have to have a look, see what I've got, see what's possible to put in. When I decide what, I'll let you know, and I'll show you how I do it, see if I get much success. And as I say, if you know about the cucumber wilting, what might be causing that, or what them little greyish little aphid type things are on me Brussels sprout, if you can let me know. I'll try and look on the internet, see if I can find something. But in the meantime, have a great time. See you on the next video. See you later. Bye from Sammo. This little clip is just to show you my cauliflowers. I had a few from seed, and that's one there. Did rather well. I'm not quite sure whether or not I should have done this, but I had them seeds and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. Don't really have much space for the number I grew, so what I've ended up doing them, this is my just a flower bed that I've got all sorts of young poppies and nasturtiums and all sorts of weird little plants. Crocosomia, that's doing well. And I thought, well, there's a little gap there, I'll plant it, see what happens. If it grows, it grows. If not, then it's just a case of, well, it was an experiment. If I grow something nice, then it'll be a bonus. Get some nice cauliflower. So I've got one there. Did I put one down? No. Oh, there's the other one. Put him down there. And then I was a bit rough with them, and I dropped the pot. But I've planted them. Whether or not he makes it, we'll have to see. But there's the one. There's my third one. So they're in a bed, and then I thought, well, hey, it's my pot garden. What am I going to do? I'm going to grow one in a pot. See how it does. So there's a one that I've done in a pot. See how this one does, because this one is a slightly different mix to my normal mixture I use, in that my normal mixture is general purpose compost, B&Q, some handful of rock dust, a handful of chicken pellets, mix it all up and plant them in. This one is a bit different. This one is my compost, general purpose compost, plus some of my compost from my composter bins, which should have loads of goodies in it, because it's absolutely lovely looking compost there. Could do, might need a bit more breaking down, but I thought I'd try it, see if it's worth all the effort I've put into making it. So we'll see how that goes. So that's cauliflower in a pot in Sammo's pot garden. And finally a little clip. This is my onions. These are the ones that I sowed last year, which is Troy, and they've grown really well. These are in the last stages. Well, some certainly in the last. I mean, some are just, you know, just paper thin now. Some of the bigger, thicker stem ones, they are drooping. You know, not drooping, but they could do with a bit longer. Some of them are droop, you know, could do with a bit longer. So once they're dried, back up for the big reveal, and there you go. There's my onions hanging up. Don't know, it's the wrong angle. Right, is that better? Yeah, that's better. So they're my red ones, hanging up nicely, drying out. I mean, you could eat these now if you wanted to, but yeah. And then behind it, the beginnings of my white braid of onions. So there you go. That's my onions drying and hanging. Hope you enjoyed.